If you don't like something, change it. If you can't change it, change your attitude. Do you know who this was said by? Well, today we'll be talking about Maya Angelou, the second poet laureate in the United States. Maya Angelou was born in St. Louis, Missouri in 1928. When she was 3, her parents divorced. She and her 4-year-old brother Bailey were put on a train alone. They traveled from California all the way to Stamps, Arkansas to live with their grandmother. Their grandmother, also known as Mama, owned a store in the black part of town. It was during the Depression and they were poor, but Mama kept her family together. Mama was a religious woman, and she taught Maya that she could control her destiny with hard work and courage. Maya's grandmother encouraged reading, especially works of black authors. Maya was kept sheltered from the segregated world in which African Americans were treated unfairly. She learned to stay away from whites. She later said that white people were not real to her as a child. She thought that if you touched one, your hand would go right through them. When Maya was 7, she and her brother went back to live with her mother in St. Louis. Soon after arriving, Maya had really bad struggles at home with her mom's boyfriend. So, for safety, Maya and her brother returned back to Stamps. But what happened would not leave Maya alone, and during this time, she began writing poetry. Maya graduated from the 8th grade at top of her class, and she and Bailey went to live with their mother again. There, Maya went to high school and she took drama and dance lessons. During the next few years, she had many different jobs. She became an unwed mother at 16. She experimented with drugs, and she also lived in Africa for quite a while. Later, she married a man named Tosh Angelos, but the marriage did not last long. To support her son, Maya Angelou got a job as a dancer. Performers from the famous Purple Onion saw Angelou dance and offered her a job. From there, she went on to success as a singer and actress, performing all over the US and Europe. By the time she was 30, Angelou had decided to become a writer. She wrote her autobiography, I Know Why the Caged Birds Sing, in 1969. This was followed by 4 more books of autobiography and a number of volumes of poetry. Angelou has also written songs. She has acted in stage plays and TV shows. She wrote and produced a screenplay. She also writes and hosts a PBS series called Maya Angelou's America, A Journey of the Heart. Her message in all these works is the same. You may encounter many defeats, but you must not be defeated. She says that defeats can help you learn who you are. Since 1981, Angelou had been a professor at Wake Forest University in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. She teaches and travels across the country to give speeches. But the highlight of her career came when President Clinton asked her to write a poem for his inauguration. The poem she wrote is On the Pulse of Morning. The theme of the poem is one that is found in all her works. Angelou celebrates the human spirit. She believes that all humans are more alike than they are unlike. She is filled with optimism for the future of our country. Maya Angelou is our nation's poet laureate. She is only the second poet laureate in our nation's history. In all her writing, Angelou shows her courage as a black woman. She has not only been defeated by her problems, she rises above them. As she tells her own life story, she also tells the struggle of all blacks against racism. Angelou has lived the theme of her writing, the triumph of the human spirit over adversity. Here's a piece of the poem that was read at the inauguration. Lift your eyes upon this day breaking for you. Give birth again to the dream. Here on the pulse of this new day, you may have the grace to look up and out, and into your sister's eyes and into your brother's face, your country, and say simply, very simply, with hope, good morning. Thanks for watching, and remember, this is a door into our past, but it is only a window for our future.